The confusion began back in the Middle Ages when influential sermons started merging various women from the New Testament into one. The sinner who anointed Jesus' feet, the adulterous woman nearly stoned, and Mary of Magdala. These separate stories were combined into a single soul, and thus, the lasting stigma surrounding Mary Magdalene was born. Yet the Bible, with all its clarity, never once calls her a prostitute. So why did this happen? Some scholars suggest it was a subtle, or perhaps not so subtle, attempt to diminish the influence Mary Magdalene had among the disciples. After all, a woman present at the most crucial moments in Jesus' life, including being the first witness of the resurrection, represented something far too powerful to be easily accepted in such a patriarchal world. But archaeology and textual analysis help us see beyond the layers of distortion. Ancient manuscripts such as the Gospel of Mary, a non-canonical text discovered in Egypt, portray Mary Magdalene as a close disciple of Jesus, possessing deep spiritual insight, even provoking discomfort among other disciples because of her wisdom. While these texts are not part of the biblical canon, they reveal just how respected she was among early Christian circles. And here's a moment to pause and reflect. Why are we so afraid to revisit certain truths? Understanding Mary Magdalene as a spiritual leader doesn't diminish Christ. It magnifies his ministry, showing that he walked with those on the margins not just to restore them, but to empower them. Mary was one of those chosen, not only saved, but sent. The town of Magdala, where she came from, was a prosperous urban center in Galilee. Her name was not a surname, but a mark of origin, Mary of Magdala. This already tells us something important. She was a known, identifiable woman, someone who left her city, her past, and her own path to follow Jesus with radical devotion. If we pay close attention, we see she appears at key moments in the Gospels. She was at the foot of the cross when many fled. She went to the tomb before dawn, and she was the first to see the risen Jesus. This isn't a detail. This is purpose. Mary Magdalene wasn't a side character. She was a witness. She was the apostle to the apostles. And even though history tried to silence her voice, today we hear it echoing again, more alive than ever.